Hello. First, a big shout out to the Traverse City Tennis Camp for their amazing donation of the tennis balls. Thank you so much again. Hello, I'm Kelly. I'm a library assistant at the reference department at the Traverse Area District Library. Be sure to subscribe to TADL, Not Just Books, for further updates. This time we are going to be making a real treat for your furry friends. It is a tug-of-war toy for your dog. So the supplies that we have included for you are a tennis ball and a t-shirt. So these are from our former summer read club. And what you will need is a pair of scissors. We have not provided that for you. All right, so to make our toy, we're definitely going to need to cut up our t-shirt, and then you'll want to use the end of the sleeve here to kind of knot this because you want to encase that tennis ball. So let's go ahead, get our scissors ready, got our tennis ball, and got our t-shirt. So go ahead and kind of open up your t-shirt. These are mostly children's sizes. So go ahead and kind of lay it out. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to cut from under the arm. And we're going to cut this way. We're going to cut the lengthwise because we want that body, that big bulk, to be our base. So let's go ahead and get ready to cut here. Of course, this doesn't have to be perfect. Just try and cut the whole length of body. Okay, so we got that. Go ahead and kind of set that aside real quick. Because what we're going to do is we're going to take that sleeve part that we use to tie off, and we're going to cut that. And go ahead and just cut it in half there. All right, and go ahead and just set this part aside. So now go ahead and take the body, and the easiest way is just to fold it in half and then cut down the length of that. So just kind of find a little corner there. Go ahead and slip your scissors in and cut all the way down. Perfect. All right, so you have your two lengths. Now we're going to cut just one side because we want to make this a really long strip. So go ahead. Find an edge there and just go ahead and cut that. And so see, we'll have this really long strip. Go ahead and do it on your other one. Okay, so once those two are cut, you're going to essentially, you're going to lay both strips in kind of a plus sign here. Go ahead and just kind of even it out. Try and make it as flat as possible. Go ahead and place your tennis ball in the center. Just kind of gather up your fabric and kind of flip it over. So we're encasing that ball completely. And go ahead and kind of pull the fabric a little bit. So you really want to try and kind of get that end piece tucked in as best you can. So if you need to pull it or if you need to kind of recenter, go ahead and do that. We're going to take that piece that we cut earlier from the sleeve and we're going to kind of wrap it around and knot it as tight as you possibly can. Don't worry if you hear little like tearing noises. That's all right. Fabric stretches. And I like to kind of fold it back over and do it on the other side as well. Give it a really good tug. Kind of double knot it. And if you want, you can leave it if you like that, or you can trim it. All right, so that's not going anywhere. There. So now we just have these 4 strips here. I mean, it looks okay, but we want to give it a little bit more texture to it. So let's go ahead and start braiding. So the best thing to do here is just kind of find a panel and go ahead and take your scissors and start cutting up the length of it. All right, so we have them cut here, the first panel, and I like to cut my strips pretty thin because I want to get quite a few little braided pieces out of it. If you want to do it thicker and get a larger braid out of it, that's totally up to you. Just depending on how you feel, how you want your little squid to look like. So, just going to do a 3-strand braid. Go ahead and take 3 sections and try to keep your braid pretty tight. If you did a loose braid like that, that's not going to give much strength to it, and your dog will probably pull that apart pretty quickly, or at least I know mine will. So we want to definitely keep it pretty tight. So go ahead and kind of start folding over, and I know there's 2 different versions of braids out there. I might be doing the Dutch version. Not that it really matters. This is a toy. It's not your hair. Who cares? But so I go over the top of the section. So have your middle piece. Take your section, pull it over top, pull that other one over. So essentially it's over one continuously down. Okay, so once you get to the end, best thing to do is a loop knot. So we'll just kind of take our end here and kind of loop it over my fingers and slip it through and then pull it really tight. And then feel free to trim up the ends. Now do that all the way around. So once you get to the end, you'll have these little tentacles all around and a fun tug-of-war toy with your dog. Feel free to share your photos with us. Facebook and Instagram #NotJustBooks. We look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks so much.